Nobody tells you this part, but being a CEO is actually a pretty lonely job. Actually, it kind of sucks. My name is Adewumi-Zer, and I'm the founder and CEO of Zer Consulting Africa. And having led teams across 4 continents, including right now here in Africa, I can say that I've really understood and felt myself the burdens of leadership. I want you to not feel so lonely because I've been able to understand how you can take some of that burden of that leadership away and actually start to rely on those around you. By the end of this video, you'll understand the hidden burden of leadership and how to lead without carrying everything alone. Now, many of us have heard the concept of Ubuntu. It was popularized by the South Africans, but it's actually a Bantu philosophy. And I think has it been adopted as an African philosophy to talk about the fact that I am because we are. And that's deep, right? So I am. That's me. That's you in the middle as a CEO with all the weights that come from running the company. So, and knowing that how many lives are dependent upon you if the company doesn't survive tomorrow, how many lives, not just the livelihoods, not just of the employees and team members of that company, but everyone else that depends on them. Because we know in the African context, it's just not us alone. The whole system of folks who are dependent upon us. So that's the I am. But we forget that we are. And who are we? We can be, of course, our leadership team. We can be our employees. We can be the board of directors. But we is also our clients, customers, our partners, and our service providers. We is also the community that we're serving. We, of course, is also our shareholders. Let's not forget them. Very important. And the list goes on. So what we want to understand today is that, yes, we're in the middle. It feels very alone in the middle. But when we understand that the control doesn't need to stay with us, but that responsibility of leadership, of leading the company, of the company's success is also dependent on so many others. It's dependent upon our leadership team. We can also leverage our employees, our team members. We can go to our board of directors, and we can go to our chair. We can even bring in our partners, our clients, our customers, our service providers, the community at large, our shareholders. They're all invested in the success of your company. So how do you take advantage of each of those groups of people so that they are a reflection of your integrity, of your trust, and that it's not the title that is keeping you in your cage, but that you're able to speak honestly, and people are able to also speak honestly with you. But leadership starts at the top. That phrase exists for a reason. So just as lonely as it sometimes seems, that loneliness is only there if you allow it to remain there. So start to trust others. And remember that trust is built, not assumed. How are you building it today? If you found this video useful, give it a like. Drop me a comment. I really want to understand what are your leadership struggles? How can I help, and how can the community at large help? Because as we discussed, it's just not one of us, but I am because we are. And of course, you're not the only one feeling this way. You're not the only one who thinks that, the CEO thing is not what they said it would be. How about you send them the video and so that they can feel that piece of encouragement as well. And as a next step, please look forward to the video on governance. I have another whole chapter about it on leadership, on governance in my internationally best-selling book, Afro Optimism Unleashed. So let's watch the video today. Thanks for watching. Together, let's make it happen.